When Elon Musk took over, everything changed. What started as a social media company became something much darker.
Those are the words of a former junior designer and programmer at Elon Musk's X, a whistleblower who has come forward at great personal risk to reveal the inner workings of what was once known as Twitter. In an anonymous post on Substack, the whistleblower is making some stunning accusations about her former boss. She claims that Elon Musk turned Twitter into a propaganda machine and used it to influence the 2024 elections by creating and amplifying fake news to support extreme right-wing views and help elect Donald Trump.
I was part of a team that was directly ordered to manipulate Twitter's systems to influence the 2024 US presidential election. It wasn't subtle, and it wasn't ethical.
In the first episode of our Crypto Conspiracy series, we revealed how Musk and Trump plotted to exploit the incoming president's powers in order to drive up the price of Bitcoin for their own personal profit. Within days of our initial broadcast, we saw just how accurate our reporting was.
The reign of terror against crypto is over.
And now, after using his Trump brand to sell everything from steaks and vodka to sneakers and Bibles, the president promoting his company's newly launched Trump meme coin.
I don't know much about it other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful.
At one point, the Trump coin rocketing from $6.50 to more than $72. Today, trading closer to $45 a coin. A similar coin, named for Melania, launched just yesterday.
What we didn't fully understand at the time, and what we now know, is the role that Twitter played in laying the groundwork for Trump's election and the subsequent spike in crypto prices. Tonight, in our second part of Crypto Conspiracy, we'll zoom in on a critical 3-week period which saw Bitcoin prices leap 50% from $70,000 a Bitcoin to well over $100,000. And we'll reveal how Donald Trump's politics and Elon Musk's X helped make those prices a reality. That's tonight in part 2, which we're calling Crypto Rush.
Can now confirm through police sources that the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, was fatally shot just outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, New York City this morning.
On December 4th at 6:44 a.m. in New York's Midtown, the CEO of United Healthcare was gunned down. The story and the ensuing manhunt became the dominant news story for a week, eclipsing all other reports. It received significant attention on social media, particularly on X. But while America was transfixed with the manhunt, something else was happening. Just hours after the shooting, Donald Trump announced his pick for the SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, a pro-crypto advocate. Early the next morning, on December 5th, Bitcoin had approached $100,000. Then came a statement from Russian President Vladimir Putin, announcing his intention to expand Russia's crypto mining sector. Finally, Trump named David Sachs as America's first crypto czar. Now, the appointment of David Sachs as a crypto czar was always going to be controversial. After all, he's one of the PayPal mafia and a very close friend of Elon Musk. But because the attention of the news media was so focused on the other big business story of the day, Brian Thompson's assassination, barely anyone paid attention.
I'm writing this with a heavy heart and no small amount of fear. As a former ex, formerly Twitter employee on an H-1B visa, I can't reveal my identity without risking everything. But I can't stay silent any longer about what I saw and was made to do.
According to our whistleblower, when Elon Musk took over Twitter, it was transformed. What started as a social media company became something much darker. X became more than a platform. It was weaponized. It was used not just to share information, but to shape it.
Perhaps the most unethical part was how we manufactured news stories. One team would write completely fake articles, while another team would artificially boost their engagement metrics to make them go viral. We specifically targeted certain groups of people, knowing exactly how to manipulate their views and emotions. Elon Musk himself was deeply involved in these decisions, often joking about being black hat MAGA.
So let's take a look at the extraordinary news events that happened in December into January. The Mangione arrest happened on December 9th, so you can see how that story straddled almost a week of news content. Then on January the 1st, we had the New Orleans attack and the Cybertruck explosion outside a Trump hotel in Las Vegas.
I just heard a boom.
Oh my God. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway. Holy shit.
What's very interesting about the Cybertruck attack is that Elon Musk became the primary source of information. Well ahead of law enforcement officials, he was able to tweet, for example, that we have now confirmed the explosion was caused by a very large fireworks and or a bomb carried in the bed of a rented Cybertruck, unrelated to the vehicle itself. That's very good for the Tesla brand, of course. And then it says all vehicle telemetry was positive at the time of the explosion. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it clearly is saying that the truck was in good condition when it exploded. And here's Musk again saying that it's actually the Cybertruck that thwarted the terrorist attack because it contained the explosion and directed the blast upwards. Not even the glass door of the Trump lobby were broken. I'll share one other quick thing about the Cybertruck, and then we'll move on to another news story. Before the Cybertruck explosion took place, Elon Musk saying, Cybertruck looks like the future. And then you see a post by Tesla King, and it says, this Cybertruck is on fire, using the emoji for fire.
That's a lot of smoke.
That's another one I heard.
It was like a boom, boom, boom.
All right, let's get back to our list of news stories now that broke since November the 5th. You can see the Cybertruck explosion there. And you can also imagine what we're about to tell you about the LA wildfires.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk is donating Cybertrucks to the recovery efforts. Musk says they've outfitted the battery-powered trucks with his satellite internet service.
There's one post from Ben Longmire, which we believe works for Starlink. He says, with 400 Starlink direct-to-call sats, you can now send a text message from your phone via satellite within seconds. Now, how did this technology come to the forefront? Well, on the right-hand side there, you see Telstra in Australia. We're excited to announce a new collaboration with SpaceX's Starlink to bring satellite to mobile text messaging to our customers in Australia. This was posted January the 8th. Starlink and SpaceX had the impeccable vision. They should collaborate with a cell phone company for just these kinds of use cases on the day that the fires become a big national news story. And that's not all, because the Tesla owners Silicon Valley also want to tell us that Starlink is one of the most vital and important inventions of our lifetime. The only reason you're able to see us right now is because of Starlink, says this TV reporter. There's absolutely no self-service at all in this whole area.
Musk reshared an AI-generated video describing his donations on X, making the claim he is saving thousands of lives in Los Angeles.
I want to show you something pretty interesting that happens when we superimpose all those news stories with X's to show where Elon Musk or X or Twitter played a big role in those stories. And we can see that everything from the Trump election win on November 5th all the way to the LA wildfires and the support of the neo-Nazi AFD and the attacks on the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Each one of those major news stories that happened in December all the way into January involved Elon Musk in some way or another. Some of them, he was just inserting himself into the narrative. Remember when he told everybody that the New Orleans attack was actually linked somehow to the Cybertruck explosion? Well, it wasn't, but he inserted himself into the narratives and made himself part of that story. Now watch what happens when we superimpose the Bitcoin price. That's the red line. You see the graph in the red line over these news stories. You can see this as these news stories were happening and much of the news media was obsessively covering all these major events. Bitcoin kept climbing all the way to its peak of 108,000 just before January the 1st. And it sort of stayed there. It even peaked again above 100 in early January. It's true that in the world of cryptocurrency and in the world of Bitcoin, Elon Musk has a very unique standing. There's even a term for it. It's called Elonomics, and it's been going on for a couple of years now. And it really means that whatever Elon Musk tweets has the potential to move the Bitcoin prices, has the potential to move cryptocurrency prices across the board. And it's a special power that's really attributed to only him. There is no other person who seems to have such a big control over the Bitcoin prices or the crypto prices moving just because of something he says. I'm told by people in the crypto space that there are 3 other ways in which the Bitcoin price could go up or could go down. And they are these: structural, which means if a government, say the government of Canada or the government of Germany, decide to back cryptocurrency and deregulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, that can really sway the market. In the same way, in the United States, when Donald Trump announced that he was going to accept cryptocurrency, that he was going to make it the crypto capital of the world, that really helped boost the price of Bitcoin. And we saw it shoot up from $70,000 to $100,000 a Bitcoin. Why is that happening? It's happening because there is an acceptance of crypto in the United States. That obviously helps the price. Similarly, if you go to Canada, Germany, or Great Britain, and any of those countries decide to deregulate cryptocurrency, you'll also see the price of Bitcoin shoot up. Those are the 3 countries that Elon Musk has also been mentioning repeatedly on Twitter or on X, supporting the downfall of Justin Trudeau in Canada, supporting the neo-Nazi right-wing AfD in Germany, and criticizing the current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, in the UK. Those 3 parties have different views on crypto. The AfD is very much in favor of crypto and deregulation. That's why Elon Musk is supporting them. Justin Trudeau's Liberals in Canada and the party of Keir Starmer in the UK are more skeptical about cryptocurrency. And that is why Elon Musk has been targeting them. It is, in fact, very important to watch what Elon Musk tweets, because it can cause fundamental shifts in the politics of those countries. And that can also create a structural difference for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency by making it more accepted around the world, which is very important to the cryptocurrency holders.